Hey everybody, before we start watching the video of the presentation, I just wanted to let you know that the video was actually shot a few days before the final presentation was completely done. So you might notice a couple little slide changes or some images that have been updated. There's also going to be a small portion around our new desktop controller that wasn't in the original video, but it's only a couple of slides, very easy, nothing to get worried about. Just wanted you to be aware of as you're trying to match the presentation up with the video. There might be, 2, 3, 4 slides that you may see in the presentation now that weren't in the original video that we just shot. So again, thank you very much, and I hope this is a great help for everyone. Okay, welcome. Hi, my name is Adam Van Dyke. I'm one of the retail experience managers with Sonos. So again, I'm very glad to be here. I've also got my contact information up here. I highly recommend that you guys write it down. It's my cell phone, my email address. At any time, if you have any questions around Sonos, please feel free to give me a buzz. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out for you. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And I do want to welcome you to Sonos. And when we're talking about wireless audio or the wireless category, it really breaks down into 2 subcategories. One is home audio and the other is portable audio. And when we're talking about home audio, we've got a few different technologies out there. Of course, we're going to talk about Sonos today. We've also got AirPlay, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. So I'd like to just take a minute and kind of cover each one really quick so we have a great understanding of the wireless audio category, if that's cool. Right on. So when it comes to AirPlay, AirPlay is if you happen to have an Apple device like an iPod Touch or an iPad or an iPhone that is AirPlay enabled, that allows you to fling music to also an AirPlay enabled device like speakers or a receiver or even an Airport Express. Now, the thing to keep in mind with AirPlay is it's a point-to-point technology, meaning most of the time you're just going to fling that from your Apple device to that one speaker or receiver or whatever piece of equipment you have that will then play that one song. And that's pretty much it when it comes to wireless audio with AirPlay. Now when we're talking about Wi-Fi technologies, again, using your home network with Wi-Fi, again, allows you to play any music that's on, say, any computer in your home or some streaming content to normally one device. Sometimes you can have 2, 3, maybe up to 4 Wi-Fi devices in the home. Now, both AirPlay and Wi-Fi do depend on the strength and stability of your wireless network in your home as well. And then the other technology is really Bluetooth. And Bluetooth, we're seeing more and more pieces come out with Bluetooth, but it's really more of a portable type device where, again, you're going to fling your music from your Bluetooth-enabled device to that Bluetooth speaker. There are distance limitations. You can't go beyond 30 feet away from the speaker. And the other thing to keep in mind is that most of these Bluetooth speakers are also battery operated. So they're really more of a portable solution. What we are here to talk about today is really the leader in wireless audio, and that's Sonos. When we're talking about Sonos, if you had to explain Sonos, say in just a few seconds to somebody, maybe you're riding in an elevator with them, this would really kind of sum up what Sonos is all about. Sonos is the wireless hi-fi system that allows you to play all the music on Earth and control it with your smart device. Your smart device like your smartphone or your tablet or even a PC or a Mac. And with Sonos, we do have a vision. And we have this vision to put music in everybody's home, to fill every home with music. I mean, is that cool or what? How many of you love music? Yeah, we all love music. It's one of those things that can just transport us back to a part in time or give us that emotional feeling. So again, very fun company to be with, and it doesn't get any better than putting music in people's homes. Well, with Sonos actually started back in 2002, about a year after the iPod came out. But the idea for Sonos actually came out a couple years before that. In fact, the 4 guys that started Sonos, they had a company before Sonos. They had a software company, extremely successful. So they have this software company, it's extremely successful, they sell off the company, and they all did very, very well. So 2 of them decided to go build homes, build a new house. You sell your business, you got the money, let's go build a new house. Well, seeing as they were software engineers and they were forward thinking, knowing what was going to be coming down down the road in the near future. Here it is, late 90s, early 2000s. They're talking to general contractors, custom installers, integrators about their new homes that they want built. They're saying, you know, what we want to have is we want music in every room of the house. We also want it to be set up wirelessly. We want it connected to the internet. And we want to be able to control it with just one controller. Well, remember, this is late 90s, early 2000s, about a year before the iPod came out. And contractors, integrators, installers are all scratching their head going, you know, we have no idea what you guys are talking about. Stuff just doesn't exist. What we can do is we can put speakers in every room. Then we can take all this wiring and run it all from those speakers to one central location, to your stereo system. We'll put little control knobs or little volume knobs in every room, and you'll be able to listen to either AM or FM or a CD through your house. Well, they knew that really wasn't what they wanted. And one of the big issues with that type of a setup, which would be your typical install, is one, it's extremely costly. Because they were also telling them to run all this wire and everything just to their stereo system. It's going to run them about $15,000. The other thing is it's a really big hassle. So they thought, hey, we're on to something. We know the future of music is going to be tied to the internet, and the ability to have music in every room wirelessly would be great. So they called up their old buddies from their old company and said, hey, we got a new project to work on, and hence they created Sonos to fix all of that. Well, before we really start talking more about Sonos, what I'd like to do is really kind of take a look into the future of what music is. So if this were the future around music, what would you like to be able to do? You know, would you like to be able to have the ability to play all the music on earth if this was the future? Yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be so cool to play all the music on earth. And how would you like a system that would allow you to listen to music in all the different rooms of your home? Listen to one song in one room, completely different song in another, completely different song in another room. Would that be cool?
Yes.
And what if that system set up wirelessly in just minutes through your entire home? Would that be cool?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then being able to take all that music throughout your whole home and control it right in the palm of your hand. Would that be something that you'd like to be able to do in the future?
Sure, definitely.
Yeah, this would all be really cool. Well, guess what? The future is now, because that's what Sonos is all about. With Sonos, you can play all the music on earth. With Sonos, you can listen to music anywhere in your home. Bedrooms, living rooms, patio, kitchen, anywhere in the house, because it also sets up wirelessly in a matter of minutes. You can get your entire home done, literally in minutes. Not hours, not days, not weeks, but in minutes. And you've got all your music right at the touch of your fingertips. With your smart device, your iPod Touch, your iPhone, your Android phone, your tablets, your iPads, any one of those, you've got access to all the music on earth right there in one easy-to-use controller. Does that sound cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we talk about playing all the music on earth, that's exactly what we mean. Playing all the music that you currently own. Maybe all the music that you've downloaded or you've ripped CDs to that are on your on any PC or Mac, or maybe it does reside on your iPhone or your iPod, or maybe you have a network-attached storage unit, you know, a NAS drive, where you've put everything on that right to your router. Well, any of that music, again, you can play with Sonos. And it's not just the music that you currently own, it's also all of your streaming content, all your cloud-based streaming content that from over a dozen different providers. Again, you can then play with Sonos. You know, providers like Rdio, Spotify, Rhapsody, Pandora. You know, some of these are free, some of them are pay sites, but they all get integrated right into Sonos, and you can play over a dozen streaming services throughout your entire home. And by the way, when we say cloud-based services, it is a cloud-based world, because I don't know how many of you caught the news this last December, but every major record label announced this last December that they are going to abandon the CD format. You know, just like the cassette has gone away, just like 8-tracks went away, well, guess what? CDs are going away also. So it truly is a cloud-based world now. That's where all of our music is coming from. That's one of the cool things around Sonos. And it's not just about streaming services. Also, you have the ability to listen to almost every radio station on the planet. Whether it's a radio station or a podcast, again, you can tap into it with Sonos. You can listen to radio stations that are on the other side of the planet, or stuff that's local as well. You know, where I live in kind of a valley surrounded by mountains. Radio signals, a little iffy. My favorite station comes in staticky, but not since I got Sonos. With Sonos, since it's through the internet feed, it's just like I'm sitting right next door to the radio station. So now I get virtually any radio station I want, the touch of a button, and it comes in crystal clear. And when we're talking about setting up Sonos, again, nothing could be easier. Like we said, sets up wirelessly in a matter of minutes. We do require one wire in our system, and that's the original wire to connect us to the internet. So we do have to take either our bridge, what we call our bridge, which is a non-player. It's just a unit to be able to set up your wireless network. Or you can take any one of our players and connect it directly to your router. So we do have to have one piece connected to the router to give it its internet signal. But then after that, we've created our own Sonos wireless network in your home. We don't piggyback on your Wi-Fi signal, and we'll get into more reasons why in a few minutes. But we create our own wireless network through your home, so we do require that one piece to be connected to your router. You know, for most of our customers, it does start with the bridge. This unit, like I said, doesn't play any music, but sets up your Sonos wireless network, because for most of our customers, their router does not reside in the same room that they initially want to listen to music in. So what this does allows us to hook it up to the router, create the Sonos wireless network to get everything done. Here's how simple it is, because I know sometimes we hear things around networking, we go, man, it must be difficult, I've got to know IP addresses, things of that nature. With Sonos, it couldn't be easier. So you take your bridge. You do have to connect it to your router, like we said, that one cable. Now, if you notice on the back of the bridge and on most of our products, there are two Ethernet connections on our products. And there's a reason for that. First is, what if you walked up to your router and all four ports of your router were already filled? Where are you going to connect Sonos? Well, we've taken care of that for you. So if all four are already connected, just unplug one of them, plug it in to one of our Ethernet ports, because these are both live. It's not one's not an in and the other one's an out. They're both live. Unplug it, plug it into our bridge, then take the bridge and plug it back into the router. So you never have to worry about whether or not there's a spot to connect Sonos to. Once you've connected it to the router, the next part, again, real simple, you plug it into power. You plug it into power, you plug it into your router, and now the next portion is you have to get out your Sonos tool, your finger, and you press one button. After you've done that, you're done. You have now set up your Sonos wireless network in your home. Does it get any easier than that?
No.
Yeah, I mean, super easy. So once that's set up, now everything else connects wirelessly. All your other players throughout your home, it's as simple as plugging in a floor lamp, pushing a couple of buttons, and you just connected another room of music.